sits, and it's pretty fascinating this year. ESPN.com has it up. Among 20 league executives, coaches, and scouts, they're asked, who is the best player in basketball? How many votes do you think LeBron James got? The answer is 0. 12 of the 20 voted for Kawhi Leonard as the best player in basketball. 6 voted for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and 2 for James Harden. Now, in the article, it suggests that had Kevin Durant been healthy, many of these executives would have voted for Kevin Durant. But nobody voted for LeBron James. You know, here's the thing. We just had Alan from Long Island call in to say he respects me, he appreciates what I do or say, and he didn't like me at first. It's funny. This is how it goes. But I find this constantly to be the case. About a year or two ago, I started to make the argument that Kevin Durant was approaching LeBron James as the greatest player on the planet. My analogy was that it was a NASCAR race, and the KD car had pulled up nose to nose with the LeBron race. A year or so ago, I think it became clear that the KD car pulled ahead of the LeBron car, and everybody yelled, hot take, contrarian, attention seeker. And then time passes, and because we move like herds, because we're comfortable and safe in groups, look how many people are saying the same thing. You know, I've been talked to a lot recently about likability. It's like the goal in this industry is to be a bunch of Willy Lomans. Like all we can do, remember Willy Loman from Death of a Salesman, is hope that you like us. I actually find that very disrespectful to you that's listening right now. You see, safe is likable. Don't rock the boat is likable. It's like everybody wants to be on a pond in a little canoe. Safe, tranquil, steady. Not me. I like the high seas. I want my boat rocking because that's the way the truth works. And I don't care how trite it sounds. I actually think you're deprived of the truth. I think people with this job, with these microphones in every industry are doing you a disservice. They're constantly telling you lies, sweet little lies, sometimes bold-faced lies. They're telling you lies in service of being liked by you.
The Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Guests on the Stephen A. Smith Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil line.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Quote, buy and save on home insurance with Progressive's new Home Quote Explorer. Only at Progressive.com. Will Kane filling in for Stephen A. You can normally get me 3 to 6 Eastern. You know, I thought to myself, when Nick Saban comes in here, I'm going to have this conversation the way I would have it if I met him in private. And I wanted you to be a part of that. You know, I could ask him about Tua or whether or not Clemson is catching them. But this is probably one of the great leaders, at least in sports of our time. Somebody who's built a dynasty that has survived adaptation and longevity, and there's a ton to learn there. I'd feel the same about Belichick. I mean, I don't want to ask Belichick. Well, I do want to ask him about Brady and how long Brady can go and what really happened a couple of years ago. But I really want to learn from Belichick. That's what I try to do with Nick Saban. Mike in Myrtle Beach. What's up, Mike? You're on the Stephen A. Smith Show with Will Kane.
Wow. Hey, Will, love your show. First-time caller. Hey, listen, I'm from Southern California. I've been a Ram fan, Laker fan, Dodger fan since I was 5 years old. My mom used to have to de-traumatize me when my Lakers lost when I was really young. But I just wanted to ask you this question about how the sports has marketed our team so brilliantly.
You got it.
Anyways. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. And what I'm asking is that if your Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, win everything, how does that benefit you besides bragging rights?
Oh, well, personal happiness, enjoyment. I enjoy the experience. Here's my answer to you, Mike. This is one of the reasons I believe so strongly in rooting for franchises and teams and sticking with it and birthrights. Thanks for the call, man. Is because you go through the downs to enjoy the ups. Like, you have to go through that whole thing, right? And that's not just sports, it's life. So sports becomes this, like, intense distillation of what life is. Like, that's why you can never be a front runner. You can't just pick the best team every year because all you're doing is signing up for a shallow, good feeling of one it all. But you suffer, you go through the down seasons. Man, when you win it all, it's awesome feeling. The 2011 Dallas Mavericks is maybe the best I ever felt. And that's counting some big Cowboys Super Bowls. And it's because you suffered to get to that. That's why I care if my team wins. That's why you care if your team wins. That and community, because you're with the other people around you that all root for the same thing. You know? You have that together. You know, when Nick Saban came in, he's doing a car wash here. He's going like literally studio to studio in 10-minute increments talking to people. And I knew I was going to do something different. I was trying to read his energy the whole time. And he was kind of, honest truth, I don't know if he was into it or not. But then after the interview, I was sitting in the control room talking to everybody. And I was sitting in a chair and I looked down and my fly was wide open. And I'm like, oh my, maybe this is why Nick Saban thought I was a lost cause when it comes to leadership. I asked him 10 minutes of leadership questions, and all he could have said in the end was, you can start by zipping up your pants. Just got this one or two pair of jeans that it works their way down. You have that pair of jeans? I'm not doing anything. It's not like I forgot. I didn't forget in the head. These one or two pair of jeans, the fly works its way down. I gotta have to retire this pair and pick up some new leadership lessons. All right, it's been Will Kane filling in for Stephen A. I'm off on vacation tomorrow for another week or so. You get Stephen A. back soon, I believe, next week. I appreciate you hanging out with me.
Hollywood Feed has always been committed to bringing you the best products for your pets at the best prices, which is why we will gladly match any competitor's price on identical merchandise, even Amazon, even Chewy. At Hollywood Feed, we are a different breed.
Chance Cooley here with Clay Cooley Kia. I want to invite you in